You're not everyone else, and that changed you. You know, that person who never quite fits the same rules as everyone else? The one who was always told, you're not everyone else. You should know better. That sentence sounds small, almost responsible, like advice. But if you heard it enough times growing up, it was never that simple. If that phrase followed you through childhood, through school, through early adulthood, welcome. You are about to feel very seen. Because you're not everyone else was never really about protecting you. It was about deciding early on that you could carry more than others. Most people get to exist without explanation. They make mistakes, and those mistakes are treated like moments. They ask for help, and it is normal. They are allowed to learn as they go, but you learned something different. You learned that mistakes coming from you carried more weight. That you were expected to know better before you knew how. That effort was not optional. That being like everyone else was never part of the plan for you. Psychology has a name for this kind of upbringing. It is not giftedness. It is not maturity. It is called differential expectation. Some people are held to higher standards not because they are stronger, but because someone decided they would not break. And once that belief is formed, it does not go away. For some people, hearing "you're not everyone else" turned into responsibility too early. You learned to watch yourself closely. To think before you acted. To correct yourself before anyone else had to. For others, it became identity. Out there, everyone blended in. But you were different. And different felt like meaning, even when it felt heavy. That is the part nobody prepares you for. Because that sentence becomes both armor and cage. Armor, because it tells you that you matter. Cage, because it tells you that you can never stop proving it. Over time, this creates a quiet cost. You start measuring yourself against a version of you that never really existed. One who never needed help. One who never got tired. One who never disappointed anyone, so when you need rest, it feels like failure. When you need support, it feels like weakness. When you want to be normal, it feels like betrayal. And eventually, you do not feel special anymore. You just feel tired. Some people carry "you're not everyone else" because it shaped them. Others carry it because it isolated them. One becomes identity, the other becomes loneliness. If you feel like you are constantly on trial, if every mistake feels heavier when it is yours, if you are exhausted from being the exception, you are not broken. You were trained early to meet standards you never consented to, so here is the question worth sitting with. Did "you're not everyone else" actually make you stronger? Or did it just teach you how to survive without ever feeling allowed to be seen?